How I became a psychic medium, part 2. I was in Mexico for about a month because it was winter break. During that time, I met multiple people who also saw stuff like in other dimensions, realms, whatever. They all had very different practices. They all validated what I was seeing and what I was experiencing because many of them would see the same stuff I would see. So I don't know, that really helped. But I still had a lot of resistance. I was like, I don't want this. I didn't ask for it. I didn't even believe in it. Why all of a sudden do I now have to see stuff that I don't want to see? I also couldn't control my visions. So I was just like seeing spirits all the time. So even though I now knew that other people could see what I could see, it was still extremely scary because I couldn't turn it off. So obviously I wasn't sleeping well. I kept having panic attacks and I saw all sorts of stuff because I was like, I feel like all my channels were open. So I was connecting to everything, like the light and the dark and everything in between. So it was extremely scary. I just didn't want it. And I went into full state of avoidance for years. I was very aware of it and I like started talking about it more with my friends and stuff. But I feel like I didn't really disclose the level it was at. They knew what was going on kind of, but I don't think they really knew how bad it was, like the not being able to control it and like how scary. At the same time, I didn't really know that many people that could see stuff because even the people that I met in Mexico, they kind of had different paths than I did. It wasn't like their gifts were like activated one day out of nowhere. A lot of them kind of like grew up with it, or others just were very interested in spirituality, so they learned about spirituality. I actually don't know people who've had the same experience as me where it's like complete atheists that suddenly started seeing spirits. So if that's you, let me know. It felt like I didn't know what path to follow. So I actually started reading about like different kinds of spirituality, like reading a lot of books, trying to like understand other people's paths so I could understand myself. And also like I really wanted to be able to control it because I didn't really want to have it at the beginning. I didn't understand the point of it either. Like why am I saying, like what is it for? So years passed. I moved back to Mexico and I actually meet a woman who my mom was like, you need to go with her. Like, she's so good. She's like spiritual and like does therapy, whatever. I go with her and she sees me and she's like, you could do the same stuff I do. Like, you could really help people. And I was like, no. Like, that's too much pressure. Like, I don't want that. And she's like, well, if you don't want to help people, like, if you don't want to help people, like, at least I really recommend like learning the theory of my practice because it's what really helped me control it. I think it's going to really help you to like be able to control all the things you're seeing and whatever. So I was like, okay, that sounds amazing. So I fly to Mexico City and I start taking courses there. I'm actually certified in 9 different courses of theta healing is the field I started learning. Since the first course I took, it already really helped me be able to close my channels and like choose when to open them and stuff like that. And I think one of the most impressive things for me was during one of those courses, the idea is kind of being able to read other people. And I was paired up with this older man, and the teacher was like, okay, like here, like during this session, like what you're gonna do is just ask that whatever the other person needs to know, allow it to come through and like just describe what you're looking at, like any images or any information you get. So this was the first time I actually like read a person with like tools. I close my eyes and I start getting images of him getting beaten up with a pan, like a very specific image. So obviously I didn't trust myself and I didn't trust what I was looking at. So I didn't want to really say, but I was like I'm getting images of you like as a child. I see this like woman who's like hitting you. And she's like, ah, yeah, my mom used to beat me with a pan. I was like, that's scary. Why do I know that? So that's how it kind of began, like the being able to read people. And this was 2017. So I've been doing it ever since. It took me a while to actually want to do this as a profession though. I kept doing normal jobs because just it felt like too much pressure. And I mean, it was a whole ordeal, but basically that's how it began.